This video is about another cut and fold method, which is a combination of method 1 and method 3, that is a cut and fold method and a cut-only method. If you do not know these two methods yet, you can watch part 1 and 3 of this tutorial series. Links are in the description below. I call this technique a simple positive cut and fold method. In the next video, I will show a book created using a simple negative cut and fold method, which is a combination of methods 2 and 4. The simple positive and negative cut and fold methods have advantages but also disadvantages. The main advantage of these methods over the cut and fold method discussed before is included in their names. They are simpler than their predecessors. Instead of folding each tab, you need to only fold every second one. Therefore, these methods are faster than the previously discussed cut and fold methods. Although in principle they have more steps than the cut-only methods, they can still be a faster alternative to cut-only methods. This is because you can use a thinner book than would be required for cut-only methods. They inherit the advantage of the cut and fold methods. The book gains width due to the folded sheets. However, since the sheets usually shouldn't be folded too deep, the book ought not be too thin. These methods are good if you want to create a book which can still be read, but it is too thin for cut-only methods. The main disadvantage of these methods, and the reason why they are not included in the instructions which come with every NailYt book art pattern, is that they do not always produce perfect results. Due to the fact that only every second tab is folded, a leaf is not equally wide through its whole length. This may lead to sheets being curved. This may not be visible, depending on the subject of the pattern or the thickness of the leaves. If a book has sturdy, thick leaves, it is more likely that they do not bend and stay straight, unlike thin tissue paper leaves. Therefore, before choosing this method, consider if this method will work with your book. After finding out about the advantages and disadvantages of these techniques, let's learn how to use the simple positive cut and fold method. To learn about the simple negative cut and fold method, find the link in the description below or click on the link in the top right corner. To create any of these cut and fold books, you will need: first, the mark cut and fold pattern table or band template. In the description of this video, you can find a link to my website where you can find a vast set of patterns. Some of them are even for free. The digital files include the tables and band templates together with illustrated instructions. Second, a book of the appropriate dimensions. The patterns are designed for books of a specific height and number of pages. You can watch part 7 of this tutorial series to learn how to choose the right book for your project. You will also need a pencil to mark the places for cuts, a pair of scissors for making cuts in the book, and a ruler to measure the depth of a cut. Additionally, you can use a bone folder or another suitable tool for pressing the folded sheet. You can also use some sturdy piece of plastic or metal, like an old credit card or a spoon for this purpose. In order to speed up your project, you can use other tools. You can find out how to speed up the process of creating your book in part 9 of this tutorial series. Please find the link in the description below, or click on the link in the top right corner. First, decide how deep you want your background to be. The recommended depth is between ½ inch and 1½ inches, or between 1 and 4 cm. Measure this length from the foredge of your book and draw a line parallel to the foredge. Here, the first line is drawn at a distance of 2 cm from the foredge. The next two steps are the same as for all other methods. That is, mark where each part of the subject of the pattern begins and ends on the sheet. For this, you may use either the mark cut and fold table or the band template. For each mark separating subject and background, you need to make a cut inside the book. In order to ensure that the cuts are straight, draw perpendicular lines between the first line and the foredge, and then cut along these lines. After we cut the whole sheet, we obtain pattern parts and background parts. How you fold the pattern and background parts depends on the method. Here we use method 5. We create a simple positive cut and fold book. Therefore, we fold the background parts completely, meaning as deep as the cut allows. As a result, the crease of the fold overlaps with the line. The remaining tabs, that is, the pattern parts, stay as they are not folded. Repeat these steps for every sheet in the book to get the final result. If you decide to use the table, for some patterns you can find the word background in the whole row. It means that the entire page makes up the background and you fold it the same way as you would fold a background part. NailYt book folding instructions also contain a texture. It can be used to decorate the inside parts of the cover which are now visible. Mark, cut, fold and enjoy your book with NailYt.